Oh my goodness. What is happening, Cappies? This is your girl, Miss RHW, with another love reading for y'all for the middle season of Aries. Okay, we're going to take a look at your love life. Okay, see what's going on, see what's popping, what's not popping, what's difficult to pop, what's suffocating your asses, hurting you, all that wonderful stuff. Of course, this is for the collective of Capricorn, so please understand that some parts may resonate with you and the others may not. So that means that, of course, take what resonates, leave the rest for any of the other viewers that may be watching. If you do find that some of this information, some of this reading does resonate with you, and you would like a more detailed look at your own situation, there is information in the description box below for you to book your own reading. Okay. Aside from this, let's go ahead and jump into it. Golly. We start straight out the gate. Please don't be like Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius was traumatizing. That was fine. Like, what? What happened with Sag? You know. I don't want to give any spoilers, so you bitch, we all know what's going on. Okay, yes. Sneaky like that. But still, I ain't spoiling it. You need to watch it. You'll figure it out. It was wild. But love for Capricorn. Oh shit. Oh fuck, man. What's up with this fool shit, man? Okay, nothing wrong with the fool, but damn. Okay, well at least this isn't terrible. There's your energy underneath the deck. Nice. Capricorn is the focus. We see you. Alright, so you are the focus for your love life. Got it. Feel like this is about boundaries. Because the way this Queen of Pentacles is looking, this is about boundaries. You're very patient. She's the slowest to act, but the reason why is because she's putting in some serious work, man. She's making this happen. She's not just, shooting the shit and hoping for the best. She is legitimately doing it. So time is not necessarily of the essence. It's more about utilizing the time that's given to really make real shit real. Take a look underneath that tower. Ooh, god damn, why? Oh Lord, you're like, why are you making all this noise? What? Speak it. Say what's on your mind. I'm working on it. Okay, I'm trying to digest the message. It's definitely boundaries because the tower is about destroying something from the foundation up. And this is mainly because the foundation was faulty to begin with. So, um, but you're trying to make a serious, you're trying to make some serious strides in a direction that feels at least like it's not gonna move on you. It's not gonna it's not like it's gonna pull the rug underneath your feet. It's gonna be staying tight. Now, the heart of the reading or the question itself has a lot to do again with boundaries. But the Nine of Wands is about defensiveness, feeling defensive, and having your guard up, having your wall up, and you not taking a break from it. You know what I mean? This could be a level of things, trust issues, just you come too far, you work too hard, and you got to where you are now, and you're not ready to give up. So this is like you doing a lot, and you're tired, you're wounded, you're beat up, your body is hurting because this energy is suggesting that you have been through a lot and you're bandaged up. You're seriously trying to keep this momentum going when you barely got the energy to keep the momentum going anyway. You got to tend to your body. The Queen of Pentacles, she's I always see her like a mixture. She may be Capricorn in the tarot, but I kind of always see the Queen of Pentacles a little bit like the Queen, like Virgo, because they're always like taking care of their bodies, eating right, doing what they need to be doing, being on a regimen, having a good routine, a good sleep routine as well. I'm not saying the Nine of Wands ain't sleeping, now because I don't really know if they lose sleep, but I do feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, this is about getting having a good work and life balance and not overdoing that, restraining it. This is why things go slow because she needs to take care of herself for her reality to be manifested because she's the vessel in which that reality is being manifested through. She got to take care of the equipment, and she's part of the equipment. You know, she don't just use the equipment, leave it dirty, and keep it moving. She's like, okay, I gotta pamper myself. I gotta make sure I'm taken care of so I can continue doing the good work. So this is something surrounding like having your wall up, not giving up, not seeing the end till the end is there, and you kind of are at the end. This is like, okay, you have been through all of it. There is not much more that can be done. So the wall that's up is keeping now the good shit out of your life versus it bringing in, keeping in the good shit. Because the good shit is, it needs to be retopped. It needs to be topped off. It needs to be replenished. It needs to be taken care of. It can't be if you got to go out and get more resources for that thing to be taken, for that upkeep to be good, to be good quality. Something about that, right? The reason for this question being asked is because something has come up where you're feeling like you got to do something. You got to be ready to go because the opportunity when it comes, you don't want to miss it. I feel like I don't think you've missed it. To be frank, the judgment card suggests that this is saying like this is your time to do or die. You know what I mean? Kind of, show up or show out, like the kind of vibe. Like, but you've been here. You've been here since the beginning, man. I feel like you're trying to make the most out of what you are now given the opportunity to do better with. But there's some hangups on the way that things used to be. So it's kind of like hard to really show up in the way that you need to for your opportunity that you've been really wanting a second chance at because of that. So the root of the problem is because again, you're dealing with below the belt arguments. You're dealing with a situation that's challenging you in areas that ain't really challenging. I mean, like, okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all. My monitor is a television and it has a feature in it that keeps that's like a power saving mode, so it'll shut off if it's not. If it's like, oh shit, it's been a minute. Let's turn this down a bit. I don't even know if that's gonna work because look at how bright that shit is. I'm gonna have to turn like. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, I had to adjust the lighting because I was not happy with it. All right. What was I saying? Anyway, um, again, like I was saying, below the belt arguments. I feel like right now you're being challenged in areas that are not really challenging. Okay, you are at you're holding yourself at a certain position as you should. It's something of great value that's earned the stripes, the stars and stripes that they got. You've been through a lot of crap. Came a long way. Like I said, you've been through the ropes. You've been through the ringer. You definitely deserve to be happy. But I really feel like, yo, okay, hear me out. I really feel like you got people around you that don't really either see that, they don't notice, they got their own shit they're going through, so they're kind of defensive on their own. They want to put you down because they ain't seeing their self up. Yeah, I don't know, but they're not really supporting you as much as they should probably be supporting you. They're challenging you. They making you feel like you gotta prove your worth some more, even though you've been done that. The Seven of Wands to me always looks like somebody fighting for their reputation to maintain intact because they truly believe people are, putting ill on there, putting, speaking shit, putting ill on their name. I say putting ill on their name. I don't even know the lingo that well. They're not coming out. They're not coming out supportive. Now, this is the kicker with the Seven of Wands. There is not a real claim. There's no real way to know if the things that are going on that's defensive that that you may be fighting off. We don't know if those are actually people. We don't even know if those things are actually happening. Because I feel like with the Six of Wands, it's usually depicting a warrior who's come back from battle and they're being recognized for the accomplishments of winning that battle. But in their head, the war is not over. So they come home and they're kind of, I feel like It's a couple different things. Either there's people below that cannot be seen again. Let's be real. That are tearing that they're making them feel like they didn't earn their stars and stripes. They didn't earn their badge. They didn't earn their their achievements. Their dubbing. Okay, they didn't earn that, even though they know they totally did, and there's no reason for them to justify it to anybody. Or this is someone that's got PTSD and not aware that the ones that are below them that they're fending off against them, they're to protect them their person. They don't know that that's not probably something to worry about. Those are just like ones. And again, there it's I always see this as like how veterans, how veterans respond to fireworks. If they've been seeing combat and stuff, the sound of fireworks is traumatizing. It's kind of like that. There's some situations, some underlying stuff going on, and they're fighting things that are not real threats. They're defending themselves against things that aren't threats. This isn't to say that what they're doing, what they're feeling is invalid. It's just like, does this really need to be your focus at the moment? I think that the doubt is towards the actions that you're taking. It's like, or the situation in which you are kind of holding yourself. If the focus is about you right now, Capricorn, this is suggesting that your situation, I mean, you take the high road. You could take the high road right now. And if people hate, they're gonna hate. They're gonna put salt on your name. They put salt on your name. But at the end of the day, they're the one gonna eat the food. They're gonna want that you're not eating it. Your shit is gonna be 5 star, first class. No one's gonna be able to touch you. People are still gonna ask for your autograph. I know, right? So like they're like, man, don't be talking me up. But for real, you're a money making magnet. You are a generous soul. You support and protect and provide for so many people. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is. She may be a little anxious about money and anxious about her value and making sure that she's keeping up a certain what is the word, man? I'm struggling with words this half of the season. This is Aries season, right? Aries is not really known for their words, right? They're known for the action, right? The doing, not the speaking. Because like, what the fuck is speaking? But this is they're trying to keep they're trying to keep their luxuries up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's like, look, I like to live lavish. Am I doing what I need to be doing to keep the lavishness up? But you're not taking advantage of the lavishness. You're working so hard to maintain it, and it's maintained. It ain't. I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth such defense, like such retention. Like this is a lot of retention around that. So for me, there's some people either that can't love you, they can't be proud of you, they can't be happy for you, they can't see you for you, and they make stupid little remarks that you feel like you gotta squash, prove otherwise, and you do not. People already see your worth. People truly do, and if they didn't, they wouldn't have started the shit with you in the first place. And I mean, that's how I feel. If you guys people go around you right now that say, well, she only got this because of something disparaging, or he only got this because something disparaging, or something that takes away from your intelligence and your capacity to do something. Bitch, joke's on you. You have the shit to show for it. You really do. You got the receipts. You got the data. You got the information to show that you have earned your stars and your stripes. Baby, it's living a whole new life now. It's about celebrating your accomplishments and trying and going in a new direction. Starting new, starting fresh, having a little bit more of a lighthearted vibe around the situation. Because if people can't be happy for you, if people can't support you, they gotta hate on you, that's fine. That's fine. They are, they're shadowboxing themselves. They just may be using you to do that. That's not gonna last long. I mean, you like all you doing is helping them shadow box because you entertaining it. It's like time to stop entertaining things that are not respecting your boundaries, not seeing you for who you truly are, and trying to tear you down for all the accomplishments you put in. Like you've been doing this way too goddamn long for you to then now question whether or not you deserve the happiness that you have. Bitch, please. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I want y'all to really feel this way with me. Bitch, shut your ass up. Get out my face. You don't know me. You don't know nothing. You got no idea what I'm do what kind of person I am. You don't know. You're not worth it. And I feel like this more looks like a self-love situation. This looks like a self-love reading. This looks like people have not been right. They've been trying to pull you down to their level when you know you deserve the position that you're in. You deserve the high road that you're on. You really do. I'm not saying become so arrogant that you end up pushing people away. This is an arrogant energy, the emperor. You don't got to be arrogant. You still are you're still learning in a way that is not so beginner-esque, but you still have a lot to learn about the certain situation, but in lots of ways and areas you're mastered. You're proficient. You're very proficient. She's a master of the craft, but she's the reason why that makes she I feel like she's superior. And this could be biased just because I'm a woman, but still, male or female, whoever's watching this, the reason why she's better than any of the kings is because she is always for ways to improve. She's always looking for ways to innovate. And these people are giving you ideas to innovate, not reasons to question whether or not you should have this, the authority that you have at the moment. You're calling the authority. You're pulling upon your expertise. The what really? How you really an expert? You don't really know this. You don't know that. That don't mean I can't learn, nigga. That don't mean I can't learn at all. That don't mean I'm not going to learn. Don't mean that I'm still, that should stop me or that should make me less than. Fuck that. But you gotta be careful. I would personally be careful. You don't have to ever justify your intelligence, your accomplishments to anybody. However, you don't want to get to a point where you stop receiving information because because you feel yourself. You feel yourself. Good to feel yourself, but don't be careful about feeling yourself too hard that you stop receiving information. And then again, this is a this is border control here with the emperor. Border control. He's like, listen, I have rules, I have stipulations, I got policies. You violate those, you're fucked. You're absolutely done, though. He's not negotiable. You can't negotiate with the emperor unless you're the empress, unless you're his wifey. So let's be real. There's nobody gonna sway your ass anyway. You're very stubborn when you want to be. Just be careful that you become so stubborn that you push out good information. Good things that could actually help you innovate, help you strengthen your position. I feel like that's what this judgment is all about too. It's like you're presented an opportunity, and it may be an opportunity that may have been missed in the past. You're being asked to do something different, and it's not to defend yourself in such a way that you're being like you feel like you're being full fledged attacked. Because again, the attacking isn't at your level. The challenge isn't really an actual challenge. The challenge is really finding something that's going to be worth your time and going to be on the same playing field as you. So you in a whole new world, but you dealing with people who haven't evolved. You're dealing with a situation or environment where people have not evolved to be where you are at. So shit, this is your time to play. This is your time to explore. It's time for you to acknowledge your experience and acknowledge the experience of being free. Being free to figure it out. Being free to to discover, bro. Your outcome is nice. I love this. The Four of Wands is about celebration. Like I was saying, like I feel like y'all, you're working too hard. You're pushing yourself too hard. You have expectations on yourself and what feedback you may get. You gotta remember, like with the success, there comes the haters. There comes the people that are just like always questioning your credentials, questioning how you got them. Really, they're not gonna understand. That's fine. You do though. You still gotta celebrate yourself. Yes, I did that. That's what you need to be saying to yourself. I did that. You have gotten yourself into a lovely spot. Sure, it's not the end all be all, and there's so much more to do. But at least you can say you got somewhere you could start putting, a solid foundation on. That you are at least you have done one part, not on to the next, which is why the Fool's coming up. You're ready to start the next phase, baby. The situation is, that struggle, that fight for it. That's you won that. That's you won it. You didn't make this situation out to be some, a complete miss. You capitalized. You showed up. You showed up fucking 15 minutes early. That's how good that you have it. So it's about celebrating yourself, really loving on yourself, putting back with all that you put in, if that makes sense, for you. Because again, you had to be the tool to help yourself get to this point. So you gotta love on you. You gotta replenish that part of you. You came out, you came through, man. You came out, you came through, and now it's all about you. Okay, it's all about your accomplishments, all about your success. There's still more to do. Don't let yourself get too head up. It's good to feel good. It's good to feel good. It's good to know that you're the shit. You are the shit. But remember, there's so much more to do because you got the card of the learner here. Like I said, she's already. What makes her amazing is she's still looking for ways to evolve. She's still looking for ways to innovate. She's still looking for ways to improve and make her shit the top shit, the best shit, the only shit that anybody could ever want, because you can't get any better than it. He thinks the same fucking way, y'all. And I love this. I love this for you guys. And it's exciting. Especially with all this earth, like the fact that this is earth energy, this is your energy, beautiful. You could take your time. You could really get into the details about things. You could really understand the situation. And oh my goodness, man, when I say understand, like I mean like to a level where people have missed, like you feel like, wow, how could you miss that? That kind of vibe. You feel it, you coming through like a Virgo. This energy is Virgo. Knight of Pentacles. This could be somebody offering you a better position than you got right now. This could be sharpening your skills to build your net worth up. Your net worth is already on point, and you increase it that much more by always maintaining a learner's mindset. The Fool is the learner. He's receptive to his environment. He's not egotistical like the Emperor and shut shit out. You're being asked to be open and receptive, to not shut out information thinking you know it all. You do know a lot. You've been through a lot. You've gone through a lot. You took advantage of a situation and capitalized and you won that bitch. There's so much more to win though. You still got lots of battles to win. Like I said, they won the battle, but in their mind, the war ain't over. The war is not over, baby. The war is not over. But but when I say war, I mean your efforts to make a situation like the ideal, or even improve it, get it better, to make it more spectacular than it already is, requires you to still have an open mind around your situation. So as long as you got an open mind, you be straight. Nobody can say shit to you. Nobody can make you feel like you didn't earn your stripes. You don't gotta prove anything. You are the father, baby, okay? You are the mother. You are the Don Dada. But there's still much more to learn, and you know this, and this is about just finally just doing it. And so you can be free from always having to prove if something, and feel like you can, garner that respect. You do. You're not getting it, they're not worth your time and energy. That's just plain and simple. Your boundaries need to be stronger so you notice that when people are below you or shooting below the belt, shooting for crap that don't amount to you, that's wasting time. Queen of Pentacles, time is money. Time is money. That is Capricorn saying time is money. Do you really want to waste it with people who aren't trying to see you for your worth? That's not really it then. He wouldn't. Oh my goodness. That is so funny. Does that say new moon? It's full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Can I say? Listen, I didn't even pull no extra cards for y'all. I just jumped straight in because this reading was so crystal clear. I mean, typically I don't. I mean, I pull if I need clarity, if I need to understand something a little deeper. This reading was straight up. It was very straightforward. Thank you guys for having a very straightforward reading. Because I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I will be 100% straight with you. Everybody else I read for was complicated. And I'm so blessed to have an earth energy not be so goddamn complicated. Okay? So full moon in Virgo. Let's see. You are good enough. And I still might pull a clarifier or two just for y'all, but y'all don't need it. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's leading you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far, and drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You have to be You don't have to be flash. Just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? These two are very picky. Like I said, he's got rules, he's got policies, he got things here. Nothing passes unless it's approved, baby. Same with her. You ain't gonna get past if it's boundaries are up. Alright? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, I'm so sorry. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. The teachings for the full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. This is again freedom, getting rid of the shit that do not serve you, baby. It's time. It's the time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energy via salt baths and meditation and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you pull this card, draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. Ooh. I cannot tell you guys how grateful I am for such a reading to be so clear. And how certain this energy is about you noticing your worth. This love reading is probably one of my favorites because it wasn't about nobody else. It wasn't about no bullshit about some kind of crazy ass dynamic that someone had to, have to bless their souls, figure out. You know what I'm saying? This is about you. It's about reestablishing the connection you have with yourself and being the best version of yourself that you could possibly be. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, y'all, I'll see y'all later.